these guys. Make some noise for yourselves. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Make some noise for yourselves. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. How you guys doing? Good? You guys ready for a good show? Do we have parents in here? Make some noise here. You said no. Are you speaking for yourself? Any parents in here? All right, so I'm a parent. A lot of parents name their kid, after the place the kid was conceived, right? You ever heard this, like Dallas or Paris or London? If my parents named me after where I was conceived, I'm pretty sure my name would just be Glenn Burney, all right? They'd be like, this is Glenn Bernard, the third, And I have a daughter. I remember when my girlfriend was pregnant, she wanted me to tell people we were pregnant. Some couples do that. Like, oh, we're pregnant. It's annoying, I went along with it though. I told my dad, I said, hey dad, we're pregnant. He was like, no, you're a bitch. I was like, that actually covers it too. It's fair. I told my girlfriend, I said, listen, I'm done telling people we're pregnant unless you start telling people we have herpes. Because she blames that on me. It's a two-way street. Now, kids are a handful if you don't have them. Kids are a handful. Sometimes you wish you would have just given their mother a mouthful. You know what I'm saying? No. She didn't like it. It's all good. Grandparents in here? Any grandparents? Hello? I like to play cards and board games with my grandma. She's a sore loser. Anytime she loses, she says something smart. I beat her in checkers. She'd be like, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, you fat fuck. I beat her in Uno. She'd be like, even a busted up clock is right twice a day, asshole, But now she's mixing her words up, mixing her thoughts up. One time I beat her in a game, and she was like, even a blind man busts a nut twice a day. And we stopped playing Twister after that, because it got weird. Is anyone here broke? See how enthusiastic people are when they're broke? But you have to, like, you broke them, yeah, how many kids? Like, no, they don't want to talk about it. I'm broke, like, my card got declined recently at Wawa during Boogie Fest. So that should paint the picture. Your card getting declined is not like when your dick won't get hard, Because you gotta lie about it. Because there's like a lady looking at you like, what's going on? You're just like, I don't know, this never happens. It's the first time, I just used it down the street, it worked fine, I don't know. When your card gets declined or your dick won't get hard, you have a pretty good idea going into it that it's not gonna work. But you just gotta stick it in there and hope for the best, Now I'm broke. I just don't spend my money wisely. Like, I recently got a new purple mattress. You guys know the purple mattresses? I got one of those. My new purple mattress, definitely a big upgrade over my old yellowish brown mattress. Definitely smells better. I haven't had a problem getting hard since I got the mattress, actually. No. I got a lot of broke friends. We play a game called How Much Would It Cost You to Suck a Dick? It's a fun game. It's when a bunch of straight white dudes sit in a circle and start throwing out numbers. My one friend started out high. He was like, I do it for $1 million. It's like, dude, we'd all do it for $1 million. My other friend was like, I do it for $100K. My other friend said $20K. I was like, listen, if someone just offered me 1 month's rent, we are talking about it. I can say that. My other friend chimes in, he's like, would you guys suck a dick for world peace? We were like, what's this guy, gay? Like, no. He's always asking weird shit. Like, one time he was like, yo, what's the plural for clitoris? And I was like, dude, I don't think you're ever gonna find yourself in this predicament. I don't think you're gonna be in this situation anytime soon. Now, we were driving down the street recently, we were listening to Joe Rogan. He said he wants Joe Rogan to moderate the presidential debates. You guys hear people were saying this? I don't know if I want Joe Rogan from the Joe Rogan Experience to moderate the debates. I think I want Joe Rogan from Fear Factor to moderate the debates. You could just be like Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, give us your take on foreign policy, but first you gotta drink this horse cum. You gotta eat this cockroach, you got 2 minutes. We could have more than just presidents. We could have like RFK versus AOC on DMT. I'm down for it. Movie buffs? I'm a big movie buff. I saw, anybody see the Joker movie, the new one? Okay, all right. Did you see the first one? And we like the first. I always have to turn the first one off like halfway through, because the whole premise of a psychotic man pursuing stand-up too late in his life, I don't know, it just hits too close to home for me. There's a part in that movie he starts giving his mom a sponge bath. I was like, is this my fucking life story? I like horror movies. You guys like horror movies? There's not a ton of black people horror movies. Can we agree on that? There's Get Out, and then there's the other one, and that's the only two. He made those two, and then even he was like, I'm fucking done with this. But I think it can be done. Like, we can make a good black people horror movie. We're living in the era of the crossover, the reboot. We could take Friday and Friday the 13th. We could have Friday the 13th, you know? It'd be the revenge of Ice Cube. I don't know. I was watching Forrest Gump the other day. You guys seen Forrest Gump? People really lost their minds when Tom Hanks played that role. They thought it was like the craziest thing. They thought it was the greatest thing they've ever seen, right? People do that. They think it's so impressive when a normal guy plays a special needs dude in a movie. I don't think that's that impressive, you know? I think it'd be more impressive if a special needs guy played a normal dude in a movie. That would be worthy of an Oscar or a train set or whatever the thing is. But then I thought about it, I was like, you know, Whoopi Goldberg and Gwyneth Paltrow both have Oscars, so they're out there. They're doing it. All right. You guys eating tonight? I was making 2 sandwiches the other day. 2 sandwiches, one for me and one for someone else. 2 peanut butter jelly sandwiches. You ever been in that situation where you're making 2 sandwiches, one for you, one for someone else? They have the same ingredients, but you know exactly which sandwich you're gonna eat. My sandwich is perfect. The peanut butter meets the edges, the jelly ratio is on point, I cut it diagonal, there's no pubes in mine. You can't say the same for my grandma, we're not on the best terms. There's a good amount of white women in here, so I can ask, they can gauge the room. Do any of you eat in the grocery store as you shop? This is a white lady move, so she does it. They're always proud about it. I don't care. See, I don't mind. It's always like a handful of grapes, a bag of chips. I don't think that's a problem. The other day I saw a lady straight up making a ham and Swiss on rye in Iowa Ford. I said, lady, put the fucking Hellman's away. You can have a handful of grapes. You can't like have a George Foreman grill out in the meat department. It's kind of where I draw the line. I don't know. What? This guy said something, and I was just staring through my soul. It's all good. I like your hat. And I was hanging out with my bud the other day, and he was like, yo, dude, we were at Outback Steakhouse, actually. Anybody been down under recently? Okay. My waiter was being weird. He was like, do you want that steak bloody? I was like, no. He's like, do you want it smothered? I was like, no. He's like, do you want your mashed potatoes drowned? I was like, no, why are you being so weird with my meal, man? But I was scared, so I was like, just give me a Caesar salad and just rape it with croutons. I wasn't messing with this guy. Now, when we were at dinner, my friend, we left dinner and afterwards, he was like, yo, dude, who do you think looks gayer when 2 men are 69ing with each other? The dude on the top or the dude on the bottom? And I was like, I don't know, man, I think we both look fairly gay right now. So just give me that rent money we talked about. And I have a friend, she's a girl, she's gay. She told me she was dating a girl for about a month before they realized they were cousins. I was like, what'd you do? She said, we stopped dating. I said, why? She said, cousins aren't supposed to date. I said, yeah, straight cousins aren't. I don't know if they have rules for the gay ones. For straight cousins, you can't date because you might end up with a baby that has mental or physical disabilities. But if 2 gay cousins date, they'll just probably end up with an Asian baby. It'll be fine. They'll name him like Rain or something. But it'll be fine. I'm gonna do one more before I get out of here. You guys have been great. Make some noise for yourselves one more time because you guys have been a good crowd tonight. I'm gonna do a newer one just because why not? You guys know when you're driving down like the highway and you see a cop from another county? So you start going 100 miles over the speed limit, drinking beers, eating a sandwich. That's like living with your stepdad. Because like you come home past curfew, you're like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know?